what's going to happen in the future after this to prevent this from happening again, you know? And the answer is you can't prevent it. You can only endure it.
In the digital era, where the line between reality and fantasy blurs, we delve into a tale that is as chilling as it is tragic. Today, we recount the story of Randy Stair, infamously known as the YouTuber killer. This content is graphic and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Born on September 17, 1992, in Dallas, Pennsylvania, Randy Stair led a life that, on the surface, seemed as ordinary as any other suburban kid. But beneath the face of normalcy, a darkness lurked. Randy, like many of his generation, found solace in the digital world, specifically on YouTube. Initially known as PioneersProductions, Randy's channel began as an outlet for his love of sketch comedy, random humor, and his favorite video games. His content was lighthearted and engaging, attracting a modest following. However, as time passed, a subtle shift began to occur. Randy changed his YouTube alias to Andrew Blaze, and his content started to reflect a darker tone. His sketches took on a more cynical edge, his humor grew increasingly morbid, and his video games of choice became more violent. The most significant change came with the introduction of his animated series, Ember's Ghost Squad, or EGS. Inspired by the character Ember McLean from the Nickelodeon show Danny Phantom, Randy's EGS was a group of teenage girl ghosts who had committed suicide. His videos slowly but surely started revolving around this theme, his obsession with EGS growing with each upload. As Randy's fascination with EGS consumed him, his YouTube content morphed into a scary diary of his spiraling mental health. He posted videos of himself talking to his EGS characters as if they were real, showcased his extensive collection of EGS merchandise, and even released music albums under the EGS brand. In the final months leading up to his crime, Randy's content took an even darker turn. His videos were filled with clear references to passing away, killing oneself, and mass murder. He spoke openly about his desire to join his EGS characters in the afterlife.
In a journal entry dated Monday, Stair said he was ready to die, claiming to be a girl trapped in a man's body. He wrote, "The girl in me is clawing to get out. 62 more hours."
The fun-loving video game enthusiast from the early days of Pioneers Productions was now a distant, haunting memory. Before the horrific incident that marked him as the YouTuber killer, Randy uploaded a chilling 42-minute manifesto video. In it, he unveiled his plan to join his ghost squad, expressing a twisted desire to end his life and take others with him.
I'm going to flip this 3 times, or the best out of 3, rather. And if it's heads, I'll do it here. If it's tails, super.
On June 8th, 2017, Randy Stair committed an act so horrific, it sent shockwaves across the nation. Armed with 2 shotguns, Randy trapped his co-workers at the Vice supermarket in Pennsylvania and opened fire, killing 3 before ending his own life.
He just had a ammo bag, which is a duffel type that he carries ammunition in, but the actual shotguns were, one was carried in his hand and one was on his shoulder with a sling.
This week marks the 5-year anniversary of the Wise Market murder-suicide shooting that left 4 people dead. 2822 Eyewitness News reporter Nicole Rogers shares the story of the sole survivor who came eye to eye with the gunman.
The aftermath was a mixture of horror, sadness, and disbelief.
We're looking at everything from social media to witness interviews to neighborhood interviews. We're looking at every angle we have.
How could a seemingly ordinary young man with a passion for animation commit such an unspeakable act? The digital breadcrumbs left behind on his YouTube channel offered some insight, but the full comprehension of his actions remains lost. Randy's story raises grave questions about mental health, internet culture, and our collective responsibility as a society. It reveals how easily signs of distress can be overlooked, how obsessions can be fueled, and how, if left unchecked, they can lead to devastating tragedies. As we dive deeper into the mind of Randy Stair, it is crucial that we remember the casualties of this tragedy. Terry Sterling, Victoria Brong, and Brian Hayes. Ordinary people going about their everyday lives, their futures stolen in an act of senseless violence. In the investigation that followed the supermarket shooting, it was revealed that Randy had meticulously planned the massacre over several months, even detailing his intentions in his online manifesto and in video goodbyes.
I'm gonna be dead before next week ends. I'll be dead, legit dead. Thank you for all the late nights. Thank you for all the live streams. Thank you for all of your support, all of your feedback, no matter how good or bad it was. And I hope I've helped make a difference for you. And sadly, I'll never know all the lives I've touched, all the lives I've changed. Helped change, rather. I'll never know. Well, this is Andrew Blaze, signing off for the last time. I'll see some of you soon. Andrew, out.
In the aftermath, Randy's digital footprints were examined, his videos dissected for clues. They revealed a troubled individual lost between reality and a dark fantasy world of his creation, a man obsessed with death and his twisted perception of the afterlife. The small community of Tunkhannock was left shaken to its core, struggling to digest the horror that had befallen it. Randy Stair's story sent ripples through the YouTube community as well. It sparked an intense discussion about the platform's responsibility in monitoring content, the role of online viewers, and the importance of recognizing and addressing signs of mental health issues. Subscribe for more true crime stories. Until then, stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, every story has a darker side. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, it's important to reach out and seek help.